Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm very happy to have anyone here. um, if you're interested in joining a community of people, so far the community consists of myself and one subscriber, oh, but I do appreciate any and all support. Then hit the like and subscribe button because we're going to be talking about books and reading books and delving into new adventures and learning new things. And we're going to be doing it together. And I think that's a cool thing. So, yeah, if you're interested. Anyway, today we're going to talk about Dune because that is what I am reading. For those of you that don't know, in my first video I mentioned this channel is extremely new, so I've only got a couple videos up. But in my first video I mentioned that I let my husband choose my next book, and he was being cheeky at the moment, and he chose Dune, and he did it because he knows that I have absolutely no, or I had, past tense, I had no interest in Dune or the story. I didn't have any interest in watching the movies. I haven't even really seen the previews. So yeah, I literally have didn't know much about the story except that it was a pretty historical, famous, if you will, sci-fi book. So, and actually, my husband's father read the book, I think, in high school in Serbia. So and he said he read it in, I think, like a weekend, which is just so nice. I mean, to, not have kids. Oh man, I could get books done so quickly. But um, so far, Dune, huge surprise. Huge surprise. I am hooked. The first few pages, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a dread, but I'm going to get through it. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to find a second so I can read. I've been reading, excuse me. Hopefully you guys can hear okay. I've been reading in the car. um, Obviously, I'm not driving, obviously. I know I'm blonde, but come on. No. So, yeah, I'm just like finding little moments throughout the day to read. This book is so good so far. So, I am on page 90, and at first it was like slow going, but now I'm just like blasting through because it's just so good. And I'm kind of getting the cadence of Herbert's writing for sure. I didn't at first, and I definitely almost respect the aspect of him kind of like just throwing you into this world, expecting you to figure it out on your own. I do like that. He does not put the training wheels on. It is not for the faint of heart, and you really have to just find your bearings on your own. And at first, it was a little difficult for me, like I said, a few pages in. But then once I got further, everything started to flow so much more. And uh, I love his writing. Now I'm in love. Um, it's very poetic. A lot of it is very poetic, and things just come together, and you'll like realize things, and you're like, oh my gosh, crazy. The one thing I will say though, I'm on, like I said, page 90, where basically the family's in their new home. And okay, so bear with me. I have not Googled anything. I have not watched anything, heard anything, read anything about Dune. I literally am just reading it. I don't know much. So I don't know how everything is pronounced, but that's okay. So that's what we're gonna go with. It's all gonna be a surprise when I like watch the movie. So, um, but I will let you correct me in the comments if I'm saying it wrong. But I am calling it Iraqi. I don't know why the S is silent to me, but it is. So they've gotten to the new planet, And I was a bit surprised that they didn't go more into detail about the whole adventure over there from their planet, Caladon. I was really surprised about that. I thought it was going to be like and just a crazy, uh, tumultuous adventure, but he, the author, did not go much into that, and it just kind of like thrusts you into this new planet and how they're adapting and their new home. Paul just got attacked in his bedroom, in his sleeping quarters, if you will. Um, my gosh, it's so good. And then obviously just recently we found out that Yue is obviously like infiltrating basically, which is it's like tragic and sad because you know something happened to his wife. I'm not 100% clear if she did die yet or did not. But obviously we know that the Harkonnen family had something to do with that, and they're utilizing Yue, and it's just really tragic, I feel, because he does love the family very much. Not the Harkonnens, but the House Atreides. Um, oh, sorry about that. My dog was going crazy about absolutely nothing. And then there's obviously the mining of the spice, and I think it's made by Melange. I'm not 100% sure about that either. I think that it will obviously get more into depth about that. So Jessica is one of the main characters. She is Paul's mother, and she went to the Bene Gesserit school, which is a highly regarded school for females. And from what I gather so far, she's very sharp and basically can see right through you. And I think that she is on to Yue. She, now that they're on Iraqi, she also took a Freeman woman as her housemaid, basically. And they have these eyes that have no whites in them. They're just like blue on blue. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gathering that it's from the spice. I'm not 100% sure though. There's obviously a water shortage. It's a desert landscape for sure, and the Paul is the main character. He is 15 and also very smart. And um, pretty much where we're at now is that they're just trying to settle into their new home. And I'm, also assuming that the Harkonnens are their arch rival. Um, Paul is the heir of a duke, but Jessica is not married to him. It referenced somewhere in here that the duke actually um, purchased Jessica from the Jesuit school, so there's that. It's just, oh, it's so good. And um, so interesting. Yue was talking about how they have so many date palms outside of their new home, and that some of the I think it was the freemen are walking around and just scoffing at the fact that they have these palms that take up so much water. Um, anyway, yeah, such a good story so far. So, like I said, I am on page. Yeah, I'm at the part where Jessica finds this like basically a secret garden. And they have this filter over the roof of glass to make it look like a yellow sun. And there's all sorts of flowers and fruits. And that is literally where I just finished off. So please, if you're going to comment, just remember that that is the place where I am at, which is like page 90. I'm just so excited to keep going in this book. But yeah, it's quite a thick book, so I've got a ways to go. And then I believe I'm going to read another book while I'm reading this. I've just really wanted to read this book for a while. It's actually one of my husband's books, and if there is something if you know me, I love the plague. I love the Black Death. I don't know what it is, but that period in time is so interesting to me. Um, One of my favorite poems of all time, or short stories, or whatever it's categorized as, is Edgar Allan Poe's Masque of the Red Death. And uh, just, it's so good. It talks about a Prince Prospero and how he's just got this ego on him and he thinks that he's untouchable, but the plague does not discriminate. And um, it's just really interesting to me. I'm going to probably get through this within the next few days, just depending on uh, how much time I get. Like I said, I do have two very young babies, and Monday is actually Martin Luther King Day, so he won't be going to preschool. So it might take me a little bit longer. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see. I'm very excited to start this book. Um, if any of you have read it, please let me know. But yeah, it's going to be good. So yeah, I'm starting that today. I'm probably going to read both tonight a bit. And then just an update on the package of my grandmother's books. Do stay tuned because those videos are coming next week when I get the package. And let me just say, the cover art on these books is beautiful. Oh my gosh. It is just like, she spared no expense when it comes to the cover art of these books. So as soon as I get those, I'll be doing an unboxing. Definitely stay tuned. Somebody asked me about a bookshelf tour. I have more upstairs, but I guess I can like show you guys through this bookshelf in another video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for my next video.